sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 Oakland Athletics.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Texas Rangers, as manager Ron Washington will line them up like this. They'll be opposed by a former All-Star, the hard-throwing left-hander Scott Kazmir. Defensively, Oakland will line up like this behind him. Stephen Vogt is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. Leonis Martinez will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. Here's a pitch taken for ball one as we get underway here at 7:06.
You know, these guys got to be coming into Game 3 here feeling pretty darn good about the situation they're in. They were favored to win this series. We all know that. But they took care of business at home. The momentum right now, clearly on their side. And I think it's going to be really difficult to beat these guys 3 straight games to take a series away from them now.
Ready now on 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. Here he comes on 2-2. Swing, and he popped him up. Over in foul territory, back behind third. There to take it in is Donaldson for the first down. And that was the circle changeup to record the out that time. And he'll need that moving forward, as we'll give you a look at the rest of his scouting report right there. Shin-Soo Choo will be the batter. Now the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Just underway here in Oakland. Here's the 2-2 offering. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Nothing wrong with a pop out and a strikeout when you're out on the mound. And he's saying, I'll take this all game long.
Prince Fielder will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Infield in the overshift here now, the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
2 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Now the 1-1 coming to Fielder. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here comes a 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Vogt is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Kazmir in the first. It's the Rangers nothing. A's coming up on Major League Baseball, the show. There you see the starting lineup for Oakland now. Martin Perez will get the call to face these guys. He's one of those pitchers you can't allow to fall into a comfort zone out there, because if he settles down and has success in the early going, it does wonders for his confidence. And in the field behind him, the Rangers will look like this. Craig Gentry will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
And I think for these guys now, as they come into this ball game, you got to look for your leadership and say, all right, we lost the first two on the road, but now we have to take care of business at our place. We're back home now. We've got great fans behind us. They're not going to give up, so we just have to go out there and pretty much do what we can do to play another day. Take it one at a time.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
DJ LeMahieu will get a shot here, and he's looking to get off the schneid. Hitless in the series so far.
And he's an important guy to get going. If they're going to have any chance in this series, he really needs to start getting a little more involved.
First offering on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The 1-0. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw on to fielder for out number 2. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the Division Series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Josh Donaldson will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
First pitch coming. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch on the way. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
The 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now here's the pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. We played an inning. No score. Adrian Beltre leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Adrian Beltre.
Now here's the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now the pitch. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. Here he comes on 2-1. And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. Taking this one in is Moss, and there's your first out.
Wow, Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit, you get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting Alex Rios. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Rios digs in the 0-1. Slider, and look out, that's up in the danger zone.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
He gets another easy pop-up there, and this is just turning into a walk in the park. It's been a pretty stress-free outing for him so far.
Mitch Moreland will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Now the first pitch. At the knees, strike 1. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. And Donaldson will put this away, and that retires the side. Rangers set down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Brandon Moss will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
Now, and if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Yoenis Cespedes will take his cuts now. First pitch coming. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Up with it is Beltre. Throw gets him, 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Now here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And now a pitch on the way. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. So 1-1 home. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start the ninth. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
Alberto Callaspo will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Here's the first offering. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
Callaspo waiting. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw to fielder at first will take care of him, and that'll be that. The A's strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. J.P. Arancibia will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
First pitch to him. And he offers it the circle change and misses 0-1.
That first pitch change can be a tough one. A guy doesn't have any point of reference to work from, and he just can't help himself up there.
The pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 0-2 coming. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Adam Rosales. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Here's a 1-0. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Rangers still searching for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Here's the 1-2. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Jurickson Profar will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
And here's the first pitch. Kazmir pulls the string on a dandy changeup. It's 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. But take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Now the pitch. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Third inning, no score to this point. 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now another 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Full count offering on its way. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Payoff pitch one more time. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And here's Moss to make the catch, and that's the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Derek Norris makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Derek Norris.
First pitch coming. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. On the way. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And that ball is out of here. And the home half of the third starts with a home run. Solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
And sometimes as a pitcher out there, you have to challenge guys up in the strike zone. The only thing is, it just can't be out over the middle of the plate. Here he got the fastball up all right, but he didn't get it in. So he extends his arms out there and he hits this ball a long, long way.
Into the box, Stephen Vogt.
Right fielder.
As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The batter, center fielder,
Craig Gentry will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Swing and a liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Well, that's a tough part of this game right here. You do everything right and get donuts. Absolutely nothing for it. You see, he goes with the pitch well, drives it the other way, but it's directly to the second baseman. He barely has to move.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2 now.
And you You know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some Major League playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Josh Donaldson will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. Low for ball one. The 1-0. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Here's the 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
The 2-2 coming. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. And that's going to find a crease for extra bases, and it ought to open up this lead to 2. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Brandon Moss will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He's set, now the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1-1 on the way. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. 1-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Leonis Martin will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Now the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Pitch on the way. Lowry to play this one at short. On to first, and it's dropped. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance.
Well, let's watch this. I don't know quite what the problem was. It just sort of looked like he clanked it over there, and yeah, sure enough, the throw's right there. He doesn't close the glove around it.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. There to take it in is Donaldson for the first out. So with a runner at first and one gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. One gone in the Texas fourth. And that'll bring in the slugging first baseman, Prince Fielder. Look over by Kazmir, now the pitch. And there's a sharp slider from Kazmir. It's 0-1. Runners on first with one down.
Take it off. Let's get two.
He's ready now. The pitch off is Martin. Pitch inside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with one out.
Now the 1-1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Here's the 1-2 home to Fielder. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. Long run, but he tracks this one down out there for the second out. Nice play. And he's up to third safely now with two gone in the inning.
Yeah, this will get the runner up to third with two away, but it looked like it might have had a chance to get down initially. Good job to run it down out there in the alley.
Adrian Beltre will dig in. He popped out his first time. First pitch coming. Circle change there, called strike one. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Pause, now the pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Now the 0-2 to Beltre. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Yoenis Cespedes will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Left fielder,
First offering on the way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Count, the pitch. Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1. Two and one now to Cespedes. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Under it is Profar here to put it away for the first out.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved. And he gets an easy pop-up right here.
And with one gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry. Now here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Lowry waits the 1-1. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 here to Lowry. In there, 2-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Here's the 2-2 home. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. Settling under it now is Chu, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting. Designated hitter,
Alberto Callaspo will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The next pitch. 2-0. Two out, nobody on. Here comes the 2-0. 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
The catcher, number 36.
Derek Norris will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First pitch coming. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
2 out with the man at first. Comes set. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. He's set. Now the pitch. This ball's grounded foul. A runner on first with 2 away. The 0-2 once more. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
From the belt, the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at-bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball by this guy and be done with this inning.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here comes a 2-2. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland, but they're on top 2-0. Alex Rios will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Now here's the first pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Rios digs in the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
1-1 pitch on the way. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Now the 2-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Standing in now, Mitch Moreland. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And now a pitch on the way. On the ground towards second. Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. J.P. Arencibia will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. Here's the first offering. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. .0 pitch now. The pitch is circle changed just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now.
And after the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Now the 2-0. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. A 2-1 offering. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And with the tying run in the on-deck circle, the question, does he take a look at another one here?
He just might. You're still going to see a good pitch on 3-2, even if this one's a strike.
Now the 3-1 home. And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Payoff pitch coming. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Vogt is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Rangers set down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Stephen Vogt will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder, Stephen.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And this gets on through into right, and he's aboard with the leadoff single.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Craig Gentry will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first two at-bats. First pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball runs a bit too far inside as he's got to step out of harm's way there.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Hitters count 2-0. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Here comes the 2-1. Runners off for second. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And Beltre throws on to first for the out.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
DJ LeMahieu will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. And here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Comes set, now the pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Here comes the 1-1. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game.
Oh, just a great approach there to give him an RBI on the base hit. And with the way their guy's throwing the ball, 3 runs might be enough to do it.
Josh Donaldson will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first offering. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. He's ready. Now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
He's set. Now the pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ready with the 2-1. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
3-2, here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, let's isolate this release here. You can see he's got an easy motion, easy delivery, and boom, then he runs his pitch up there pretty darn quick.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. Base hit.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
2 men are on with 2 men out. As a look, now the pitch. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Here's a fly ball now lifted in the air out to right, and Rios will make the catch, and the inning is over. A's have to settle for just the 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The A's lead it 3-0. Adam Rosales will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Fouled back. And the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
Here's Jurickson Profar, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. 1 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Leonis Martin will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch coming. And now we'll try a bunt to break up the no-no. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
And you know, when a guy's shutting you down, you got to look for ways to try and get on the board. So he sees an opportunity here, and he's going to wind up beating this one out.
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
He sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's the good fastball from Kazmir. 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two out with the man at first. Here's the 1-1 now to Chew. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
The 2-1 home. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Now the 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Prince Fielder will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
You can do it.
Now the first pitch goes the other way as this is down the line at third, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. From the stretch, awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Here's the 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Fielder waits, the 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Fielder. And Prince can't get extended here as this one's on the ground out to second. On to first, and the Rangers squander a good opportunity here as the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The A's lead this one 3-0. Joaquin Soria will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 28, Joaquin Soria.
Jed Lowry will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And this will be fouled away. Here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's the pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Now the 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
In now, Alberto Callaspo. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The pitch. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
This play right here is all about getting a great read and a good angle on the ball when it's hit. Great jump, runs it down, and that saves extra bases.
Derek Norris will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch on the way. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Now the pitch. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready now on 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Two pitch on the way. And this is fouled straight back. Here he comes on 2-2. And this pitch is lined into center field, and he's going to reach with his 2nd hit of the night.
This is a tough task, facing a right-handed reliever with a good hard slider. He's not fazed by this pitch, and even on the inner half of the plate, drives this one for a solid base hit.
Into the box now, Stephen Vogt. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
A runner on first with 2 away. Comes set. Now the pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
2 out with the man at first. Three-two pitch. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and the chance for Fielder over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The A's strand one, but they lead it 3-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Adrian Beltre will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch coming. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Here's the 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 2-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. Two-one. And low and inside with a fastball as he's got a hot-footed out of there.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Here he comes on 3-1. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. 3-2, here it is. Now a pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. Full count pitch on its way. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, let's just see if we can slow this way down and see the point of impact. He's going to be bunched up a little bit on this one and get it right down below the label. And sure enough, that's a great shot right there. This bat just explodes on impact.
Here's Alex Rios now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And there's ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. Gentry is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Mitch Moreland will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes the 1-2. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stand. 2-2. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
J.P. Arencibia will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch. There he goes. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Rangers. Still down 3-0.
Your attention, please. Now
and coming on to pitch now will be the right-hander Jason Frazier.
Jason Frazier.
Craig Gentry will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Come on!
Now here's the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Now the veteran deals on 1-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion. Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good location on the outside corner there. 1-2. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Josh Donaldson will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. First pitch coming. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
The 1-0 home. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. The 1-1 home. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Ready on 2-1. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's the 2-2 offering. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. J.P. Arancibia will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Good fastball there by Kazmir. 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Now the 1-1. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The 1-2. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now another 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Here's the 2-2 home. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out the attack. If you can get a look at his line so far, through 7 1/3 innings now, they've just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Adam Rosales will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. First offering on the way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and he'll have himself a base hit.
The hits have certainly been few and far between so far. Just their 3rd hit of the ball game, and we're in inning number 8. From an offensive standpoint, you know, that's just not going to get it done.
Jurickson Profar will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Circle change, too low, ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Look over by Kazmir, now the pitch. Not close, it's 2-0.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
Here comes the 2-0. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
Now the 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Well, it's just game one of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
The 3-1 coming. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And Lowry won't be able to track it down. This gets through, a base hit.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And that's going to spell the end of the evening for Scott Kazmir. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Glenn Perkins will get the call here as he'll take over with one gone in the top of the 8th. Leonis Martin will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Come down now.
Here's the first offering. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
One 0 on the way. Look out, 2-0 now.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. The 2-1. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
The 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Get the double play.
First pitch to him.
That's a strike.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Come on
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Here's the 1-1 now to chew. Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. He waits, now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
And that is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Prince Fielder will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Come on, get the runner.
First pitch on its way to Prince. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you gotta suck it up.
The 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run. But you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
2 out, bases loaded.
Let's shut him down here.
Maybe trouble now. Here's the 2-0. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rangers threaten, but leave them loaded. They trail it here 3-0. Brandon Moss will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. And that misses, ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Now the 2-0 home. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Here it comes, 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now.
Hard to do much better than this. I mean, here are the only 3 batters he's faced since coming on. Strikeout, strikeout, and strikeout. Boy, that is flat dealing there.
The 2-2 coming. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. You gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Yoenis Cespedes will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Nobody out, runner on first. He's set, now the pitch. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Huh. Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
One pitch on the way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A leap, and he makes the catch as he crashes into the wall.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
Boy, this one deserves another look in show motion. You'll see him here. He's tracking this baseball. Now, go ahead and freeze it. This is a picture of concentration right there. He knows that once we roll this video, he's going to get a mouthful of fence. And I'll tell you what, that cannot have felt good.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes set, now the pitch. And he misses again, 2-0. Runner at first here, one man out. The 2-0 on the way. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Let's go, guys.
Now the 2-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
The 3-2 pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 one more time. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Alberto Callaspo will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And here's the first pitch. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Martin is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for Oakland, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Attention, please. Now
So a
pitching
save
for the
situation
Athletics,
now as they turn it over to their closer, Jim Johnson.
Jim Johnson.
Adrian Beltre will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And the pitch. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Boom is there, one away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Alex Rios will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch coming. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, it looked like he hit the target. It's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
And now Rios awaits the 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a change up there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Here comes a 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Here's the full count offering. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The next 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. And he misses ball 4.
Well, as a closer, you don't want to walk anybody, but obviously that's not always going to be the case. So with 1 away, that gives these guys renewed hope.
Mitch Moreland will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. In line for the victory is Scott Kazmir if our current score holds. Runners on first with 1 down. He's ready. Now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One on the way. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd at foul ball. Here comes a 2-2. Fouled back. Another 2-2 offering. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Full count pitch on its way. Fouled straight back. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He'll try it again, 3-2. And they get him off balance that time as it slapped the other way to short. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Oh, that's nice work there by Johnson as he comes in to get the final 3 outs to pick up the save.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The A's are victorious here, 3-0. Good night from Oakland.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Rangers, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Scott Kazmir. The save to Jim Johnson. The loss goes to Martin Perez. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening, and please drive home safely.